Now, the ABC 10 News Pinpoint Weather Super 7-Day Forecast.
Man, was it hot today? My goodness. I hope you guys got out to enjoy the day. We told you it was going to be a beautiful one to hit the beach especially. Hopefully you listened to us. We know Sandy did, snapping this amazing photo out there in La Jolla. Here's where temperatures are right now. Obviously, we have cooled down significantly from where we topped out at today. In the 50s and 60s on the coast, same with those inland communities, still in the 60s out there in the desert. But this is, I mean, a much different story, well above average across the board, especially in the mountains and deserts where we expect to be around this time of the year. About 52 degrees, much different, and then 72 degrees, obviously much higher than that out there today. So you thought it was warm today. Just wait until we get to the middle of next week. You'll see just how intense these temperatures are going to be. There is some relief in sight. You'll just have to wait a week when temperatures cool down pretty significantly, about 10 to 20 degrees compared to where we expect to top out on Wednesday. And around that same time with the cooler weather, some slight chances for rain return, very slight at best, but it's still in the forecast, so I got to mention it. Remember, those average temperatures, keep your eye here as I walk you through tomorrow's highs. I mean, on the coast, San Diego, 73 degrees. Poway, 77. Escondido, 78 degrees. How about the mountains? Still well above average, 67 degrees in Mount Laguna, 83 in Ocotillo Wells, well above average. How does that compare to, you know, just to zero it in on some specific communities, especially Lake Cuyamaca, where we could hit a record tomorrow. We also could hit a record there on Tuesday, might hit a record on Tuesday in Palomar Mountain with our daytime highs, a record that hasn't been touched since 1968. Ramona might make one on Wednesday, and then Palomar Mountain, Lake Cuyamaca again on Wednesday, and then also Ramona on Thursday. So really hot this week. So some things you got to keep in mind. How do we beat the heat? Wear lighter colored clothing, stay hydrated, make sure you keep your kids and your pets safe, especially if you are driving around with them in the car. Make sure you check your back seat before you get out and do whatever you got to do. All right, next 7 days along the coast look as such. Again, I told you Wednesday is when things start to peak before the cool down hits. What does the cool down come with? Again, a chance for showers, but I told you it's very slight at best. This is all we're tracking at the moment. 11% chance Friday, same with Saturday morning. But it's something we are going to keep an eye on as we move through this extended forecast. Inland neighborhoods, you're getting all the way up to 85 degrees potentially by Wednesday, which is insane, before you drop back into the 60s. I mean, look at that steep decline by this time next week. I mean, a 13-degree difference from Wednesday to the weekend in the mountains. Not as intense for the deserts, but 80 degrees is going to be the coolest we've seen in a long time once we get there.